New shoes, so they're a little, they're not broken in yet, man.
It's all good. That just means it's easier to do the work, because then you don't have to deal with everybody else's stuff on top.
Yeah, it's good.
You live here in Salt Lake?
I'm actually in Lehigh, man. I drove all the way up here from Lehigh for this.
Oh, wow.
But I get my glasses worked out at a shop in here, and I remembered seeing this when I was walking by, and I was like, finally, somebody's got a Shoeshine place in Salt Lake that's not Nordstrom. Not knocking Nordstrom, you know, that's fine, but
Hey. I've been to a couple of them. Depends on the person.
yeah.
You know, it's like everything else. You can go to the same location or same brand location or whatever, and get different results.
Yep. Totally different people.
Not too bad. A little bit of a hair removal, just wrap it up and cut this stuff. But today's practice is pretty short. All in all, not too bad. We got all the girls on our team. They took a girls trip over the weekend. And I'm relieved to hear that that went well. Yeah, they all got along. And, party, somebody. They're on their 20s, so they all did it up for good. They all got along, so that's a relief. Come back with an HR issue. Well, that's a relief. I think I only got to fly home today, so that's good. Oh, we didn't do it for them. We just like hanging out together. Yeah, they still on their own. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're on vacation together.
Let's do a
6 of them.
quick before and after pic.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah, man.
A lot that could go wrong.
Oh, yeah. See something else that it works.
So you lived in Utah your whole life?
No, man, I actually grew up in Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And then I wanted to study communications, ended up going to BYU. And then after I graduated from there with my master's, I went out to Washington, D.C. Couldn't really find work. This was back in 2009 when everything kind of
gotcha.
tanked, the economy tanked. And a job opened up in Salt Lake. So I went all the way back out here. And then BYU asked me to start teaching, and I loved it. And so I got my PhD, and then they hired me on there. And so now I'm teaching at BYU.
Nice.
Full circle.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. How long you been shining shoes?
Well, roughly right now with, let's see, we're 2020, so about 27 years.
Wow. Wow.
I started when I was 16.
That's awesome. Were you the first one to do it, or anybody in your family doing it, or?
No, my uncles, they're the first ones that started it out. They started over at the airport, Salt Lake City Airport. And,
Yep.
I just ended up going over there just on the weekends, hanging out with them, and ended up liking it. At first, it was a lot of just the clean. They
Yeah.
wouldn't let me do anything else but just clean the shoes.
Yeah.
And so, I finally got tired of it, and I was like, well, let me get into the rest. I'm like, all right, slowly but surely, started getting into the rest of it,
Yeah.
and ended up liking it, and started getting more into it, and now most of my uncles actually work for me now.
That's funny.
That is pretty funny.
What's an art form, man?
It is.
Absolute art. People think, and you give somebody polish and you give them a brush and let them go to town, and that's that's a good way to ruin a nice pair of shoes.
Yep. No, I mean, you always want to start out with some shoes that you know, aren't very expensive and work your way up.
Yeah.
You know, start figuring out what the leather is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've gotten close to ruining a couple pairs
Oh.
because you know, when I started, you know, getting into trying new material, new techniques, and yeah, it was close calls sometimes, but that's how you learn.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody that's out here that teaches you how to do this stuff. So
Yeah.
there's no school or nothing.
No.
And it's all on your own. Now you have YouTube at least.
Yep.
You know, people are starting to post more videos and stuff like that. Before, you know,
Nothing.
nada.
Well, it's better to learn on somebody else's shoes.
Depends.
Well,
Depends on how expensive they are
that's true. That's very true.
and whether you have insurance to cover them.
That's right. Yeah, so I'll drive 40 miles for a shoe shine. From somebody who knows what they're doing, man.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Have you ever heard of this stuff here?
Safer, yes? Yes. Saphir. I need to get some. All I have at home is an old dried up kiwi one, and I'm like, I can't do it on here.
No.
I'll put it on my Rockports, but not on these ones. I noticed you sell some products over there too for shoes. I'll have to take a look at them. Get myself a nice neutral polish or something.
Yeah, if you need anything, just let me know what you're after. I can get all that stuff for you.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. We'll chat after the video's off.
Yeah, no problem. I don't mind. The more you moisturize and keep the leather in better shape, the better they're going to shine up too. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot less work if you ever bring them back to maintain them and keep up on them.
Yep.
Plus, it's very good for the leather too. So.
Yeah. It doesn't like to be dry out here in Utah.
No, especially now with the salt and everything else we got to deal with.
Yep.
You know, these young couples normally could just have a one-bedroom apartment. And now they got
Man's tool.
both of them are working from home, and they don't have, you know, they need power space. They need a way to separate themselves.
Something broke on me, so I can't get it open.
Oh no.
I hadn't even really thought of that until this.
Come on.
It's because you've been using it too much.
A little bit.
I got a pocket knife.
There.
She actually furloughed for a couple of months, but we were both working. I have to go out. I've got a room on top of the attached garage that I work out of, so I can. Otherwise, it's too loud. You can't have both of us in the house working.
Yeah.
Even if she's downstairs, so I can hear her.
I'm glad to see you guys up and running with all this coronavirus craziness.
I know. I was shut down for about 2-3 months,
Oh.
but I do have a mobile chair,
Yeah.
so I had a couple clients going over to my house.
Yeah.
They were just sitting in my driveway trying to get a shine.
Well,
I was like, well, if you want to drive out here, we're gonna be outside anyway. Just make sure you bring your mask.
Yeah, man. Well, that's good. This stuff's hit a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right in the wallet.
Yeah, and it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
I heard on the news a little bit of the whole house crisis and stuff going on.
Yeah.
People not going to be able to make the rent this next month.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal, man. I feel for people.
So I guess it's pretty much all over the country. It's like that, like where Utah was kind of a unique spot where our,
I mean, I understand some companies are, closing or whatnot and things like that. The thing I don't understand is if they know that they're going to go under, find something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grocery stores that need help.
Yeah.
Plenty of work. Some people just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They're waiting for their company to come back. I'm like, shoot, I'd be working until that comes back.
Yeah, find something to do in the meantime.
Yeah.
If you can.
But we have different mindsets, I guess,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand they don't want to get sick.
That's
They're
true.
trying to stay home too, so
Yep.
I get that also.
Yeah. It's one of those things where there's different perspectives on it. Not necessarily a right or wrong answer. It's just, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I like where we are. Something else cool comes along. I want to know. It's a sickness.
So since you have a two-tone,
Uh-huh.
just trying to get the black where the black is,
Yep.
get it a little darker.
Yeah, it's going to look nice, man.
So other than this Shoeshine, how many can you say you've had so far?
In my life?
Yeah.
Maybe about 15 or so.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Once I started working again and I was going back in a more professional environment, I got nicer shoes, and then I was like, well, got to take care of them. And so anytime I travel somewhere, I love to look up local Shoeshine places. That's where I found the dude in Dallas.
Nice.
And I was like, well, I need to find a place close to home that I trust. And here we are.
Here we are. I don't know if you can trust me yet, but we'll see.
Oh, it's all right, man. You know what you're doing. You've got good reviews.
It's always a good thing.
If you have a business card, I'll have to show it to the camera at the end. Or I could just have you tell people where you are.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Maybe if you just realize
We'll finish first and then see if it's worth it.
There you go. Delete the video. Yeah.
If not, we can delete it.
if you're not careful, you might not even realize why you like the house you're in. You just remember that, Mark Twain quotes, don't ever argue with your neighbor because all they do is drag you down to better, and then there's something in the house you're better, and you want to get them. I can't sit by and watch
How'd you find me anyway?
Quick Google search.
Oh, okay.
And I get a whole bunch of shoe shops and everything, and then I get somebody who's an actual shoe shiner, and I'm like, finally. And so I was like, well, I'm going to Salt Lake today, man.
She likes it. That's good.
That's the most remarkable to me though, is that somehow he's religious or religious, that he's the one that represents them. Like he's not religious. He's not even really a Republican either. Yeah. Right?
I should have brought another pair of shoes. It just gives me an excuse to drive up in about 2 weeks.
Able to come back.
Yeah, man.
For a long time.
It's crazy how all the variations in the color and the leather and stuff just start to pop as you work at that, man.
Yeah. I love the two-tone colors for the same reason.
Yeah.
Feels like you're watching like a movie, like a secret movie.
It's looking real good, man.
Now the fun part.
need is we need another coffee shop to open up in here. I think there's another cafe. Yeah, they went out of business during the shutdown.
Yeah, well, Whole Foods is closed.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you can still get coffee. You're right. Alright, that'll be 30. First try. Yeah. Move it up a little. Okay, I'll see you safe out there. Yeah.
Let's go. Man, that's shining up well.
That's the biggest workout right there is the
Yeah.
rag.
Yeah. Well, you're not cheating it either, man.
Nope. This
Totally.
thing is way too hot.
Yeah. It's all right, man. My goodness.
She's carried me for a couple of weeks. I've got a good marketing team has to do because all the conventions and trade shows are canceled. Now everyone's turned to these virtual conferences, which I don't really think is horrible. I want me to be the spokesperson for and welcome people to the quote unquote state. So I gotta get cleaned up today so I can show up to it tomorrow.
Let's see here. So it's $30 for a cut, and let me see what we got in here. You know, it looks like we're actually booked out for the day. So as soon as we get you, it'll be tomorrow. So good. Yep. The other thing you can do too is if you get on our website, Trolley Square, we have online booking there. It's super easy. And you can book as soon as 20 minutes ahead of time. So that's how simple you can look through if you can't get this on the phone. Right on, thanks for calling. Yep.
It makes a world of difference, man.
Yeah.
You buy new shoes, they put mink oil on them so they look all shiny in the box, and you think, oh yeah, that's real shiny, and then it comes off and it just looks horrible.
Yeah, that mink oil only lasts for so long.
Yep.
And then plus you don't know how long those shoes have been sitting in the box.
Yep.
How long they've been on the shelf.
Yep.
They dry up real quick.
Yep. can't believe the shine there, man, on these.
This is what we do in Salt Lake City.
That's right.
Right.
All right, man. You want to tell everybody your name, where to find you?
Adrian Zamora, Shoeshine, Salt Lake City, Trolley Square. Got a couple different locations, but hit me up on my YouTube channel also. Adrian Zamora or Shoeshine, Salt Lake City.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thanks for watching.
Give him a nice close look there real quick. Ooh, that's nice.